Hey groupers, Pastor Marshall, continuing our work through the book of Hebrews, and we're looking at the 7th chapter, not only focused on the end, but you might talk about the whole chapter in your group. But the end, starting in verse 22, says that Jesus is our guarantor. So just get things started, break the ice, get everybody talking. Let's just have a vote. Who in your group buys extended warranties and who in your group does not? If you're a buyer of extended warranties, make a case for why you buy extended warranties. If you're someone that doesn't buy extended warranties, make a case for why you don't buy extended warranties. Talk about the exceptions. Well, I do, but I don't if. I don't, but I do if. Just spend a little time getting everyone's vocal cords warmed up with extended warranty discussion. Well, what did you know or not know about Melchizedek before we started our study in the book of Hebrews? What did you know about him? And what have you learned about Melchizedek since we started our study of the book of Hebrews? And then, why is Melchizedek so important for the author of Hebrews' argument to the Jews about Jesus? Why is Melchizedek so important in this book? Again, we've talked about this in Bible study before, but second, talk about the word perfect. How do our modern notions of the word perfect muddy up the meaning of the word perfect in Hebrews chapter 7? Be reminded about that perfect discussion. Verse 18 says, "The former regulations were set aside because they were weak and useless." It's pretty strong language for the law to say that it was weak and useless. How was the law profitable? How was it useful? How was it strong? And then where was the law weak and useless? Talk about that. And then verse 22, how does Jesus guarantee things for us? What things does Jesus guarantee for us? We move on, we begin to talk about the priest. And so what were some of the primary roles of priest in the Old Testament? Make a list, primary roles, priest in the Old Testament. And then next to that list, under the title of Jesus, how does Jesus fulfill these roles? And how is Jesus' fulfillment superior to the priest work in the Old Testament? And then still in that subject, one of those roles is that Jesus, or the priest, were mediators between man and God. And so Jesus is a mediator between man and God. How is Jesus our mediator? In the role of a mediator, how does Jesus function for us? Next, why is it important that Jesus serves as a perfect priest? The author of Hebrews makes it clear that the other priests weren't. Why is Jesus being perfect important? And then last question I'd like you to talk about, besides the things that Jack will add to our study, is what is the significance of Jesus shedding blood, his own blood? What is the significance of Jesus shedding his own blood instead of another on our behalf? Why is it important, essential, that Jesus sheds his own blood willingly instead of another, someone else's, something else's blood on our behalf? Well, every week I just want to remind you about our application. Maybe you made some commitments on Sunday that you haven't fulfilled yet, or maybe you forgot about some of the things that you were thinking about on Sunday. And so Jesus is our mediator. What are you unwilling to talk to Jesus about? What have you been unwilling to talk to Jesus about? And I hope that you decided that you were going to tell him everything on Sunday. And so just a reminder that we want to tell him everything. Well, I hope that you have a wonderful group, and I look forward to seeing you next weekend. God bless.